So that is an elevated stream. To me, streams commonly have water in them, and those right there don't run until you get a lot of rain on the rest of this site, and then they run. And the water that comes out of them, it's a torrent is what it is. When it tears through it right there, it literally tears through it. When I was a kid, we had family reunions out here. And there was a place that the people in the community built it, the people in the community maintained it. It was a big picnic shelter and a fire tower that was out on top of Casey Mountain. And we knew July the 4th, every year, we had a family reunion out on top of Casey. Well, the top of Casey's gone now. So the family reunions, of course, no longer happen. That's one way that it affects us as a people living here. It destroys what we do as a culture of people.
See what it sounds like. You might like this one.
Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel a little prayer will turn him, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus.
First they come in, they clear cut it, and then they start pushing off what they call the overburden, which is the loose soil that's laying on top. And then they push it down to the bedrock, and that's where they start their blasting. That's when they get down to the bedrock. And then over in the valley beside of that, that's a very big sludge dam. That's backed up by just earth. You know, it's holding back a lot of water. It's not really water, it's coal waste. Right. It's water that's been used to wash and prepare the coal for shipping. And right up here, they're going to be blasting that mountain off. It's right beside of that sludge dam. They keep living on a wish and a prayer that these sludge dams are not going to break. They'll be fine. At the torrential downpours that we have right now, it could very well cause one of these dams to breach or overflow, and if you look down the valley, you see how narrow these valleys are. You turn loose 2 million gallons of coal sludge down in valleys, and it's going to kill everybody in them valleys. And only the stronger will survive. The kids and the elders most likely will not make it.
Takes me by the hand and leads me through the promised land. What a day, glorious day, that will.
I've had them to tell me that what they're doing is creating economic stability for the future of the people here. And I believe that there's a part of them may believe that until it starts raining. And then they know better. They know what they're doing is destroying the people in the valleys.
Right here. That's where I live. Anybody want to buy my place? They're annihilating the mountains. This is what you're hearing about, what you've heard about all day. I live in it. I go home to it. I live in the middle of this. Why? Because it's okay. It's okay that me, a hillbilly from southern West Virginia, lives in the middle of this hell so everybody else keep their damn lights on. Yeah. Wrong.
They've taken out everything that was ever worth anything here in these mountains other than the people. And they've not given nothing back. I mean, nothing. There's nothing but a path of destruction left behind the coal companies. Destruction and poverty.
I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't owe these men jobs. I don't owe them jobs. And if they think I do, they're dead wrong. I don't owe nobody nothing. My family left what it took for me to take care of myself, and by God, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
I may not be here 100 years from now. My kids and my grandkids will be. And I don't think for a minute that this is acceptable. This is not what I want my kids to know. This is not what I want my grandchildren to know. I want my children and my grandchildren to know this mountain through here. This is not what we are. We're about so much more than this. As a people, our kids are not stupid, and we are not stupid, and we would appreciate the truth no matter how bold it is, because we have to live with this truth. You know, and they can lie all they want to, but the truth speaks for itself. You know, and above everything else, this will stand. The truth will stand long after the coal industry is gone.
Oh, Satan, your kingdom must come down. Oh, Satan, your kingdom must come down. I heard the voice of Jesus say, Satan, your kingdom must come down.
That's Massey site right there. They've come a long way on that, and since I was up here last time, a long way. They'll take it all the way down.
Gonna pray till I tear your kingdom down. Gonna pray till I tear your kingdom down. I heard the voice of Jesus say, oh, pray till I tear your kingdom down.
The coal companies don't have to have a defense. They've got the political leaders in this state and the regulatory agencies in this state wrapped around their finger. They don't need much else. Everybody in authority in this state has coal backing them, and if they don't, they soon will have. The coal money goes a long ways for the politicians and the people in power in this state, but it does not help the people in these communities at all. I didn't need help leaving. What I was needing was help staying where I was and protecting my home and my lives, or our lives. And I wasn't finding it. Everybody was looking at me saying, well, why don't you just leave? Excuse me, but I shouldn't have to. And I found the help I was looking for, I found with OVEC, and I'm just absolutely honored to be able to be that kind of help to other people that live here. They want this at all cost. They want the mountains, they want the valleys, they want the people out. They want to close it down and turn it into a sacrifice zone for the rest of the United States. My ancestors is buried up there since the 1700s, and that's a part of who I am. And I'm not going to walk off and leave my family cemetery to the merciless coal companies. Somewhere you draw a line and say, okay, this is what's important to me. This is my fight. This is who I am. This is where I'm from. You know, I've got a lot here to fight for. My kids' future, number one. One thing that you do as a Christian is you treat other people the way that you would like to be treated yourself. I know eventually I have to answer for what I do wrong, and they will too. I'm going to quote a Bible scripture, Revelations 11:18. For those that destroy the earth will be destroyed. That's cut and dried, right there, which side you stand on.
Don't fool yourself. There is no such thing as clean coal. Renewable energies is the answer to what's going on. Do you love your children? Do I have to ask you this? Do you love your children? Do you love your grandchildren? Hit the streets, take the resources that's been given to you here today. You have all of the information that you need to go forward with something. Do something. Don't do nothing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. This is my backyard.